Sorry for the delay there. Now it's a good thing to remember.
Right.
Please welcome Mary Ann Burrows.
Fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. What comes first, the chicken or the egg? This is a question that has been tossed around as long as I can remember. Some say it's the chicken. Others say, oh, no, it must have been the egg. I was pondering upon this one day and I thought, I don't know. In order to have a chicken, you would have had to have an egg. In order to have an egg, you would have had a chicken. So I'm still rather perplexed. But as I was thinking about this, I thought maybe a better question to ask is not which is first, the chicken or the egg, but which am I, the chicken? Do I walk around the world going, I'm not a very good speaker. Those other people have it easy. It's really hard for me. Or do I hold the egg of potential? Am I willing to go beyond what I am? We know if you have an egg and you mix it up with ground beef, you get meatloaf. If you add an egg to a cake mix, voila, a cake. If you mix that same egg with cheese and veggies and things, you have an omelet. So, we take that egg and we mix it with the mix. We don't take that egg and just place it in the mixed whole. We all know in order to expand beyond itself, we must crack that egg. Mix it to the ingredients to make it more than what it was before. We also know that sometimes you take one of those eggs and crack it, and oops, it's on the end of the counter, or sometimes down on the floor. Sometimes I've even dropped the carton en route to the refrigerator. Any of you ever done that? Yeah. I was. This looks like a bunch of squiggles or doodles. But actually, these are different formulas that Thomas Edison had in his preparation for inventing the light bulb. What if he had taken one of those eggs and cracked it and said, didn't work. But no, this is just a very small handful, actually, of different possibilities that he went through before he found that perfect combination that brought forth the light bulb. In 1879, on New Year's Eve, he invited 3,000 people to his Menlo Park laboratory in New Jersey. He told them he had something unbelievable he was going to present to them. And after everybody was assembled, he flipped on the switch, and for the first time ever in the history of the world, a darkened room became light. And each and every one of us are reaping the benefits of that experience to this day. And the image of a light bulb is symbolic of a new idea, inspiration, or an aha moment. I believe that perhaps none of us will be Thomas Edison, but I believe that every single time one of us gets up here in this room and gives a talk, or is the Toastmaster, or the evaluator, a little light is coming on that wasn't on there before. Most of you know that Kathleen Stefanson, who's not here today, became a dietitian, and she took that idea and went the next step and began by creating games and books to help children to learn about nutrition. I was there while she birthed most of these projects, and I assure you, she cracked many eggs that did not go to fruition for the end product. And then Tracy Baldwin, just a couple weeks ago, she shared with the group that every week she put something on her list that she's never done before. What a fabulous way of expanding and extending beyond the limitations of what we are. So, fellow Toastmasters, I suggest to you that the next time you act like a chicken, that you might just possibly look at the potential. What would it be if I cracked that egg, became very vulnerable, so that I could find out what I'm made of?
Sharon for Mary Ann's speech.
Thank you, fellow Toastmasters. I am here to evaluate Mary Ann's speech number 8, Comfortable with Visual Aids. But it is her last one. She's done all the others, and she has skipped this one. The speaker is to present a speech that uses 2 or more visual aids, which she did. She has the items that she displayed here on the table, the cookie type and food things, and I think she must have planned where she put everything because she wasn't fumbling around reaching for things. And she also had, that was one item that she had, but she also had then the prints from her research she did on this little Edison item. And she handled them all smoothly like somebody on the cooking channel. That was pretty cool. And she moved from the front and the back of the table very well. Stood up front and didn't use any notes. And I think getting her point across, she actually had, I mean, outside of a live chicken, I don't know what you could have anything better than the little rubber thing with the sound. And that was nice because, you know, you were looking down or blinked, you heard the chicken, and then you had the egg. And to me, this was kind of where it asked, did the speaker research? Well, she certainly did some research here on the electric light bulb and on, I think it's Catherine's business. But a lot of this was observation that she brought together and presented. And I think that was what I liked best about the whole thing, that it was her idea that she kind of brought to life as an observation. And she used examples that we could relate to because she used the light bulb thing about Edison, but then she also used one of our Toastmasters, so somebody that we really know here. And I like that. She handled these things constantly through the whole speech, and I didn't really see anywhere where it seemed awkward or uncomfortable. I think it was really, really great. Her body language was good. She had good posture. The only thing I would say is maybe turn up the volume just a little bit. And I know this room, and I have a hearing problem, so I'm not one to really say on that, but I usually sit where I can hear, and it just seemed a little bit low to me. I liked also the surprise fact that, you know, people talk about the chicken and the egg. I kind of thought, oh, it's going to be something funny, but you're kind of surprised because it was not necessarily something funny. It was just a real intelligent observation, like you say. All in all, I think it was a great speech. I really enjoyed it.